I was gonna wait, but there's so much here that we have to get started. You guys, I am going to take you with me, and let me just see this here. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so you guys get inside. I am going to take you on a little journey because there is so much that we are going to see. Okay, hold on. 1 second, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take you on a little journey. So here we are, and I want you guys to come inside because there's so much interesting stuff. Now, there may be things on the screen that pop up, this and that. I don't know, commercials we skip past. The stuff that some of this we've seen parts of, some of it we've seen none of, some of it we might have seen the video before, but a lot of this we are experiencing with you. So if you see something, if there's language that you don't like, you know we like to keep things very clean. But let's get started. We're viewing a lot of this stuff with you. So let's take a look here, okay? Let me actually go down because there was some interesting stuff. Oh, okay. Yes. About jobs. Now, are you guys trying to get jobs? Are you guys looking for jobs? Because a lot of people are having difficulty right now. So let's see what they're saying. If you're having a problem, getting a job or whatever the case may be, you are not the only one. How do people find that work-life balance? Let's get into it. Again, you just skip past these commercials. This is not, this is...
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's Ryan.
Nothing that we are purporting. This is a 1976 fair use video that we're doing. We're going to do analysis. We're going to do maybe some critique in some areas. We're going to do some research by watching this. So, but a lot of this we're just watching with you.
Wake them up, back at it again with another video. 2 in 1 day. The job market is doomed. A lot of people not getting calls back. They're applying for 1 billion jobs and can't get one. The jobs that are hiring are trash. They're saying the unemployment rates are down. The job market is booming. All of these lies that we've been told. But in reality, people struggling to get jobs, man. A lot of people.
Okay, again, not professional advice. We are not saying whether this is true or not. You have to do your own research, but this is just feedback. So let's get into it.
Getting laid off, can't get a new one.
This is from, I guess YouTube, Wake 'em Up, but you can see this YouTuber's name right here. So, so let's get in and see what's going on.
Wait. Hold up. Everybody thumbs up this video so the algorithm can push it.
Said to
Smash the subscribe.
So let's thumbs up.
Button if you're brand new to the.
And he said to also subscribe. So let's see if I think we already subscribed to him. Okay. So we made sure we thumbs up. Please thumbs up our video too. Support people when doing stuff.
Chime with that said, let's get right into it, y'all.
Is anyone else sick and tired of this job market that we're currently in?
Of course we're tired. I've applied to hundreds and hundreds of jobs at this point. I even found one job that asked for 10 years of experience for an entry-level job. So when I filled it out and they asked me how much experience do I have, I told them I have 99. I have 99 years of experience, and I project managed for Noah's Ark. And you know what? I heard back from them. Are people serious that they would consider 99 years of experience? I should be retired. I should be dead.
This is amazing that he heard back from them.
And maybe. And that's what it takes to get a response back from employers?
No, we want him alive and well, so let's hear more from him.
Nah, he say he heard back from him after putting 99 years of experience. Overextend your experience these days. You just gotta tell a little lie. You know what I mean? You just gotta
We do not recommend any kinds of lies or anything of that sort. Be honest in everything that you're doing. Let's get deeper into this, you guys.
be using? Is my LinkedIn fully up to date? Do I have enough endorsements? Do I have enough reviews? Is my headshot good enough? Oh my gosh, I don't have any like published works to link on my LinkedIn. Like, is that what's losing me these job opportunities? Do I need to be a published author in like marketing business blogs? I make a really nice portfolio with like all my work history on it and put it on my resume and everything, but then they usually don't check it because most people have to ask me for the URL, even though it was clearly on my resume in the header. When I make it, am I just making it for no reason anyways, because I don't think anyone's actually looking at it? Even if I do have a CV website, does it contain the right information to be considered skilled in my field? I just don't even know what is considered going the extra mile anymore realistically to level myself up and to actually get that next stepping stone job and be an actually competitive candidate in that realm within.
Speaking of competitive, guys, how have you been feeling about AI and competition? AI that is, many say to make things easier, but some people are feeling more intensified competition. What about you?
Marketing, digital marketing, whatever. Please, like, people in the industry, people with suggestions, tips, stitch you at, I don't care, comment. Just please help a girl out in this.
Yeah, guys, comment on our video too and give a thumbs up.
Awful economy.
All right, let's speak about marketing because I got marketing experience. Ran Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, but I did it for myself. And the marketing industry has changed. Even people that have marketing agencies, a lot of them had to shut them down. It's over competitive right now. And imagine trying to get a job in marketing. It's damn near not happening due to the fact that, once again, automation is making it easier to be done. You feel me?
So you guys, that really makes you think. If you're doing things right now, think, how can you distinguish yourself? How can you distinguish yourself? How can you distinguish yourself? You have things that...
Out the loop. I don't know, they should all rebrand it.
All right, finally went back.
Not having an employee sucks, especially when you're trying to look for a job and you can't find one. You keep getting ghosted, can't get an interview, you get to final stages, and then you can't seem to land an offer. All of it sucks. I'm talking about this because I got laid off last year on my birthday on a trip and had a complete meltdown because I was out of the country with my family, and I was like, oh shit, now I'm spending money and I don't have a job. It was horrific. I could not enjoy my trip. And
yeah, that's the worst thing that could happen. It was her birthday. She on vacation. Found out she just got fired. It's like they did that on purpose. They're like, yeah, we finna wait till her birthday and we gon' tell her she's fired. We don't need her no more. She wasn't there. She wasn't on that vacation. She mentally checked out at that point.
That is so sad, you guys, that would happen. But you guys know about depression a lot, and we talk about sadness. You have to, in those situations, think, how can I deal with this? Even something like her getting fired during her vacation. Because the amazing thing is that everything you go through is to advance you. It just doesn't feel like that. But everything you go through is to advance you. So let's learn a little bit more. Let's move on and see who else is talking.
the people that I'm in community with right now is that having that community and having people that you can walk alongside that understand what you're going through, it can help.
She trying to...
jobs, and if you are getting a job, how
Okay,
did
let's
you get
back
the
up
job?
a little bit and see what she
Did you
had
have
to say.
connections? Like,
You guys, again, if
or
you've had
you already,
difficulty
like,
getting a
an
job,
internal-
put it in the chat. Let's go back and hear what she had to say, because she's a new face here. So let's see.
roughly 6 months now. Why am I not getting a job? So while I'm still employed, I'm leaving this job fairly soon, and I need obviously another job lined up. And as of right now, it has felt fairly impossible, and like I'm just going to be unemployed. Everybody I've talked to says, oh my God, same. Like I think it's just the job market. Like it's just how it is right now. And I need to understand why that is a thing. Because when I'm on LinkedIn or Indeed and I'm looking through all the jobs that are offered, it's like, okay, there's a decent amount of jobs. Great, I'll apply to all of them. So I apply to all of them and I hear back from nobody. So I'm like, okay, clearly there's jobs out there. It's not like there's nothing available for us. But when I do actually apply, I hear nothing back. So it's not an issue of like a lack of an abundance of jobs, at least in my opinion, or in my field, which is marketing. It's more so the fact that there are jobs, but I'm not getting interviews or leads in any way.
Let's keep it
All right, you guys. So what are you experiencing? You know, a lot of these people are talking about this very sad stuff, but what does it also tell you? That you are not alone. Thanks for the likes, you guys. By the way, you are so supportive, so supportive. Yeah, what does it tell you? That you may feel like you are alone. You may feel like whatever you're going through, it's just you. But it's amazing when you step out and start talking to people or doing research. Now we have the internet. You can look at other people's experiences so easily. It could be anything. You could have drunk some orange juice and had some kind of a response to it, or it made you, well, even though orange juice, this is not professional advice, but orange juice, we've had wonderful experiences with it. The vitamin C can be very fortifying. But let's just say there's something that you have or you do and you have a difficulty, you can type it in and just immediately you think you're alone, and then you see all these other people that have a similar experience to you. Now, by the way, when we got disconnected from the live, I saw some of you guys chatting in the comments. This is like a really safe space. And by the way, we have some gorgeous, lush images for you as well. Now, when the commercials pop up, we don't exactly know what's going to pop up. But we have some gorgeous images for you. When you come to these lives, it's like this wonderful space where you can hear what's happening with other people. And so you're watching these videos with other people. And it's kind of it's an unusual shared experience. Even when you go back to watch the live, knowing that there's a sense of community along with it is just really wonderful. And I think you can also watch it in the mode where you see what people say in the chat and stuff like that. It is so wonderful. So yeah, when you come to the Model Poetry Lives, it's really for you to feel comfortable, to, talk about your experiences. And one of the reasons why it works so well is because we love each other. You guys are so great. We love each other. So I'm going to take you, I could take you from here to something about hair, to something about a Japanese product, to something about food. But I talked to you guys before. We were talking about Sade. We were talking about music. And I was like, wow, so many of you guys like Sade. So many of you, we share so many interests. So when I take you to something and I might think this is weird, why am I bringing you guys to this thing about food or about restaurants? I bet some of you like the same farm to table experiences or organic foods, or like to hear what other people are talking about depression or sadness, or how they're overcoming things, or their sense of joy. So let's get back into it. And look, even on this video, Forest from Above. Wow, that's an interesting. Someone said, I know this sounds so babyish, but my lights always flicker even when they're not on. Oh, okay, this is interesting. You guys, another thing about this live is we're going to have on the screen often where the video comes from, because this is a fair use analysis that we're doing. So if we skip around on a topic, you can just go and visit later and say, oh, I wanted to know more about that. Speaking of restaurants, you guys, look at this. Look at this.
Today I'll be trying top secret menu items from every popular fast food chain. And first up is McDonald's. Can I please get one McTen35? The crazy thing about the McTen35 is that you can only get it for this 1 minute window. The idea here is that you can go to McDonald's while you can still get breakfast items while lunch is starting to be served too. You get a
Okay, now, we are not in any way recommending to people that they, we like to advocate for natural foods, Whole Foods, and things of that. So this is not professional advice. You can go and do whatever you like. But we're just looking around at different people's experiences and wanted to look at this because it was talking about rare
With
food.
either hotcakes or an Egg McMuffin. Some of the restaurants will make it with a wrap up. This thing right here cost us $40 and it's the biggest burger they make at Wendy's. The bacon is cooked to perfection, crispy and delicious. That is.
You from Boston?
Yeah,
It's got the best food.
the sale off. Check it out.
Okay, you guys, so that was interesting. Now, in terms of food, what about the future? What about future food?
Future Food, the menu of 2030. The world's population has been increasing faster than food production. Even with modern agricultural technology, there will be 9 billion people to feed by 2050.
Wow, you guys, did you hear that? Now, whenever you see statistics and things like that, don't let anything overwhelm you. Whatever they're saying, we always believe just trust in God, even as populations are growing and people are telling you that resources are shorter, this is not available, all there's competition. You have a place, and we believe God puts everyone here for a reason. So don't let anything get you disheveled. It's interesting to hear statistics, interesting to hear things, but don't let them overwhelm you.
Researchers. Lab meat. Scientists came up with synthetic meat grown in the lab. As early as 2013, scientists have already cultured ground beef from cow stem cells. Although that lab patty cost $330,000 to make and tasted quite bland, experts predict it will only take a decade or two for an affordable product that looks, cooks, smells, and tastes like ground beef.
Wow, what do you guys think about that? I know many people are very disturbed about those kinds of genetically enhanced or processed foods. What do you guys think about that? Genetically modified foods, all of those discussions. What are your thoughts on that? Okay, let's stay on the subject of food for a little bit. Then we're going to go to fashion.
This little French restaurant has an appetizer that costed $90. A 20-course dinner at this gorgeous restaurant in New York costed $320 per person. And this restaurant was ranked one of the best and most expensive places to eat on the planet. But are these super fancy restaurants even that good? I want to know, so I'll be dining at some of the world's most luxurious restaurants to see if they're actually worth the price.
You guys, just want to tell you again, so glad that you're here. So glad that we're sharing this sense of community.
Or if they're just a scam, starting in Los Alamos, California. The one-star Michelin restaurants behind me. This is Bell's, a French-inspired bistro with 1 Michelin star. It's run by Chef Daisy Ryan, and it's got $3 signs on Google. That means expensive. Okay, guys, seriously, look at this place. It's adorable. It's so tiny. Now, the Michelin stars supposedly represent the highest level of food and restaurant experience possible. That's why eating at these restaurants comes with a very big price tag. But some people consider these restaurants overrated. There's only one way to find out, though. So here's the thing. I've never actually eaten at a Michelin star restaurant before, so I have no idea what to expect.
What about you guys? Have you ever eaten at a fancy restaurant? Or when you do, do you like going to them? Just feel like it's stuffy, it makes you unhappy? Or do you get excited by the experience? You guys, we're about to walk into this restaurant together. So give a like to the video. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, you guys, this is so exciting. Let's go inside.
Morning. So the inside of the restaurant was surprisingly pretty cozy and inviting. This is what a fancy restaurant usually looks like. Pretty lame, but here, it feels like you're just inside someone's house. So I just sat down, and this place is even cuter inside than it is outside. I ordered a cup of coffee since it was 11 in the morning. I feel fancy with my coffee. That was some good coffee. I needed that. Then I took a look at the menu and noticed there was an appetizer that costed $90. Feels a little scammy to me.
Hey, you guys, I'm seeing some of your comments down here. You guys are so wonderful. Know that everybody is totally welcome. You're welcomed in the chat. Your thoughts are welcome. We love having you here. Still looking at the logistics so I can see some of your comments as we talk, but let's go back inside the restaurant.
Okay, so my waiter said to get the Santa Barbara uni for content, so I did. I also got snails. The price definitely threw me off, but it's fine. What I was most worried about was this review I found from Deg O. Don't go here. This restaurant is stingy. No matter what kind of butt you got, mushy, cushy, tushy.
Okay, you guys, let's
We got you,
skip
baby.
past this. Oh, that's the weird ad.
Their
Okay.
entrees are tiny, and I mean microscopic. 1 star. It didn't take long for the food to come out, and at first glance, pretty small. These are just the appetizers though, so hopefully they taste good.
You guys, I'm trying to see some of the stuff that you're saying in the chat. Thank you so much for your comments. I'm going to look as we go. What do you guys think? How do you guys like being in the restaurant? It's like we're all in the restaurant together.
This is the Santa Barbara Uni Caviar Panna Cotta. Fancy words, but very cute spoon. If you didn't know, Uni is sea urchin. This ugly guy. I got a big scoop with my tiny spoon.
Oh, look, I'm seeing some of your comments. Anita
That's
Burnett,
fantastic.
thank
What?
you so much
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
recommending
Let me
this.
pop
So
in.
good.
Anita Burnett, thank you so much for being here. I just caught that. I'm going to catch some other names as it goes. Okay, hold up 1 second. I just double clicked on that by mistake. Keep talking, guys. As I see some of your comments pop up, I'm going to mention you. You guys are so adorable.
Forgot I ordered snails. How am I supposed to eat it?
Okay, so a piece of bread.
I was told to eat a piece of bread and dip it in here. How do I do this? The snails weren't bad. They were actually pretty good.
Oh,
With
look,
the
you
appetizers
guys.
out of the way, I ordered a few entrees. That way
Look, I can see some of your comments more clearly. Okay, look. Let me see. Disappeared. They just disappeared. Hold on.
Test. All right, I see the food coming out. It's the moment of truth. Is it microscopic? Oh, whoa. Turns out, this may have been a mistake. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what that review was talking about.
Ah, you guys, I found it. Oh, wait, is that? Okay, no. We're almost there.
This is huge. I got this egg salad sandwich. Pretty yummy. And this giant pot of mussels and fries. A lot of food. I was told to take the fries and dip it in the broth. That's the best dipping sauce for French fries I've ever had. The entire meal ended up costing $161.77, which...
Whoa, would you guys spend that much? Would you spend that much on food? Look, I can see some of your comments. Dressed to Impress is in the house. Natalie Flower is here. I don't know why they make the comments disappear. Natalie Flower says, it's wonderful. I love it. I'm so glad to hear. You guys are so adorable. Okay, I'm going to mention more of your comments. Let's go back to the video.
Wasn't too bad. Ordered a lot of food. Very good. Okay, now that lunch is over, I definitely see why this place has a Michelin star. My favorite part was the fact that this
Oh, the food
restaurant
looks great. I think
feels
Natalie
very
Flower
cozy
said
and
that.
very
Okay.
inviting.
I'm glad the food. Okay, let's see. Is there another restaurant? Let's go to another restaurant together. Okay, let's see. Hold on, you guys. He's in the car.
It's on a huge farm, which is going to be so different than the tiny one-star restaurant that I was just at. But despite this restaurant supposedly being amazing, there's a lot of bad reviews about this place. This guy Frank even said the restaurant was a big scam, but I will be the judge of that. We made it.
Oh, you guys, have you been scammed? Are you guys, when you see reviews, have they been true to what you experienced? Write it in the chat.
Y'all, this place is huge. This is Blue Hill at Stone Barns, 2 Michelin star restaurant focused on farm-to-table style food.
Oh, who said yummy? Oh, Natalie Flower said yummy. Oh, you guys are so much fun.
Chef Dan Barber, and it has $4 signs on Google. Things are getting more expensive. Our reservation actually starts with a walking tour of the entire property. But before we get into all that, there's some reviews I gotta look at. So this first review is from Mikhail Smirnov. This one's literally just a picture of a cat. And it's 1 star. So it also has 3 thumbs up, so I don't really know what that means. Is this cat on the property? Why would you give a cat a star? Did it bite you or something? I don't really know what to expect. But I'm gonna go walk now. So the walking tour begins at the restaurant's greenhouses, where they actually grow their own vegetables. This was supposed to be very educational, but I'll be honest, I was focused on finding Mikhail's cat. Nothing so far. Pretty sure that's not a cat. Nothing in the distance either. So far, I'm not seeing any cats. There are cute pigs, though. Look at that. Oh wait, I just realized. Are we gonna eat them? Once the tour was over, we were led to an area where there was an army of waiters and waitresses waiting for us. How's this working? Yes. Okay. I know. I'm intimidated.
Okay, you guys, we're inside the restaurant now. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your ideas. What are you guys thinking? This is exciting. We are in the restaurant. Okay, you guys,
So we just got seated, and this place is crazy looking. The dining area was massive and very fancy. It used to be an old dairy barn for the Rockefellers, who were one of the richest families, like, ever. Just slightly out of place, because I'm just a boy. So at a dinner like this, the chef decides everything you're gonna eat. This entire meal is supposed to be 20 courses, so I had no idea what to expect. But boy, was I surprised when the first dish ended up being straight up raw vegetables. Do I dip this? I don't know. I feel so lost. Now look, I don't hate vegetables, but this is not what I expected to pay a lot of money.
Natalie R. Flowers says yes. You guys, they're paying a lot for vegetables, but vegetables are so fortifying to your body. What do you guys think? Do you pay a lot for vegetables?
This is not off to the best start, but it's fine. Let's check out the next review from Nicole S. Okay, starting off, the concept is good. The waitstaff is admittedly impeccable, and the service is absolutely designed to be catered to your every need. However, all of this is a little overwhelming. The waitstaff moves in complete unison, and I'm not exaggerating. It's honestly kind of creepy and cult-like. 1 star for this. Gonna be
Natalie says awful to be scanned. I love smart.
First, but after watching for a little while, I know it's not just me. Things feel a little weird. I mean, look at this dude's posture. It's perfect. While I was people watching, a few other courses came out, along with this dude that sliced charcuterie at the table.
Oops, sorry guys.
That was pretty cool. Also got this interesting rainbow trout and swordfish pastrami dish. My girlfriend had a pretty accurate description for this.
It tastes the way that leather smells.
Uh-oh.
Is that good?
That's not good. Okay, you guys. Okay, Natalie says I would spend the money. Let's see. It's hard to see what's being said here. Let me see if I can get down here and see some of your comments. It looks very modern. Oh, Natalie, nice comment. Nice comment. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go to fashion now, you guys. Let's see if we can find some fashion. I love that we can go on this journey together. Anita would love you. Oh, you know how we love Naomi Campbell. Let's start with this short one. Oh, this is an ad. What is this an ad for, by the way? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, for Apple. Okay. All right, so here is a video about Naomi, you guys.
I would never do a facelift, so I use tape. I like to put like little shimmers inside of my eyes just to kind of make me look bright and awake and alert. I don't like too much powder on my face in terms of makeup. I like the skin to be a little bit shiny, but natural oil because I have combination skin. I always, I think I clean my body twice a day. Moisturize my body is something my mother instilled in me since I was a child. You know, clean your skin. And I think it's all accessories. It's all accessories to make yourself feel better and look good.
Cool, you guys. Okay. Now, I have another one on fashion. We might come back. There's another one about Naomi. Let's do some more fashion. Oh, then walking around at night. Natalie R. Flowers talking about walking around at night. That's interesting. I would love to hear more about what you're saying, sweetheart. All right, so we have a little bit of fashion here, you guys. What do you think about this model? This is Yasmin. I don't know the pronunciation of the last name, but what do you think about the walk, the fashion? Very interesting. Okay, let us back. Let me just get a couple more. What do you guys think? You like when I show you fashion? Like waiting around night for a reason, Natalie said. Okay, cool. Okay, wonderful. Okay, let's move on to Naomi.
We're back now at the start of our special series, Model Behavior. We're getting the most gorgeous women in the world to spill it, their beauty secrets. And we're beginning with one of the original supermodels, Naomi Campbell. We all know her. She's dominated the industry since 1986 when she got her big break at the age of 15. She's walking down memory lane with us. She's graced the covers of more than 500 magazines. She made history as the first black model to appear on the covers of Time and French Vogue. And nearly 30 years later, she is still on top and looking gorgeous, I might add. Naomi, great to see you.
You look amazing for just having a baby.
Oh, thank you so much. We're here to get all of your secrets because
all of them.
Yes, well, beauty secrets. I guess I should be more careful because it's really, you know, a lot of people think, okay, it's all genetics, but do you think there's also an aspect of the way you live life, what you're doing, that also helps you kind of keep that youthful look?
I think no, you definitely have to maintain, and you have to do anything in moderation. And so, like, my first thing in the morning is warm water with lime juice.
Okay, that's tip number one. Drink warm water, lime juice.
Yeah.
First thing before anything else.
Clean your stomach from whatever you eaten the night before. I actually became a vegetarian not planning to become one 2 years ago. I went to a spa and I did just juice for 10 days, and I wasn't able to ever eat meat again after that.
Wow. And warm water, why warm, not cold? I always drink cold water.
No, you should never drink ice cold water ever. I only drink room temperature.
Really?
It's a bit shocking on the system.
Is that why we don't look like twins? I should have been going for that warm water this whole time. You also say breakfast of champions is juice.
Yeah, for me, because it's, you know, it's just like everything green. And, you know, another green powder inside. And it's always for me to keep your colon clean. It's very important.
What do you guys think? Doesn't she look absolutely gorgeous? Love her so much. What do you guys think, guys?
And that is an extension of life.
So you don't mean orange juice per se? You
No,
mean
I
like a
actually don't
green
drink
juice?
orange juice.
Okay, so what kind of juice is it?
It's a green juice like cucumber, celery, kale, you know, everything green.
Okay, sounds good.
With a bit of pepper.
You do say must do exercise, yoga and Pilates. I love yoga. Why do you think it's not cardio?
I've got to be honest, I didn't like yoga for many years. I only got into yoga in 2012. I thought it was a fad. I couldn't get it. So I went to Kerala, India for a month to study. And I finally understood it's about the body, mind, and soul. And it was mind that I love doing it for the mind. It completely just sends me out. So that's why I really want to get into it, to know about it.
And great to do strength training too. You have Pilates on the list. You think that's also good?
Absolutely. Stretching is important. I dance for many, so Pilates is something that just elongates.
Number 4.
Yes.
Easier said than done. Eat everything, but in moderation.
In everything in moderation, yeah. Like women, we should always be careful of mercury and lead and metal in our bodies. And yeah, I mean, I don't eat every single thing. Like I don't eat chicken. I don't miss it. I don't think I'll ever eat it again.
I love that you said 1999. Remember when you told Playboy, I never diet, I smoke, I drink now and then, I never work out.
Yeah, ages ago.
But you had to change that, I guess.
Well, I do still smoke. I haven't given up cigarettes completely. I know it's a disgraceful habit.
It's hard to give up.
And yeah, I eat chocolate when I want to. I mean, you know, I don't starve myself of things that I want. Yeah.
Your must-have beauty product, moisturizer.
Absolutely. Yeah, and hydration mask on a plane.
Yeah, and drink a lot of water, I would think too.
The thing is, you can't, when you're sleeping, though, you say you want to drink a lot of water, but then you get there and you get the bottle there, and you're just like, oh, I forgot to take a sleep. Yeah. So it's like.
And finally, you say keep style simple. Don't try to overdo it, I guess.
No, but with makeup, not with hair, not with clothes.
Okay. And we see you on Empire. You've got a recurring role.
I have, and it's great to work with Lee Daniels and Taraji and Terrence Howard, and also Richard Pryor, his new film with Oprah, my cat, Kate Hudson.
You have a lot going on, by the way. Empire's on Wednesday nights on Fox. Great to see you. Thanks for the scoop. Thanks for the tips.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys, that was absolutely wonderful. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Love to get your input. Oh, okay. Here's a little bit of farm to table in India.
And Doug.
Oh, Remu, we're in a break.
What do you guys think about these
to San
images?
Francisco in 95, 96.
Tell me in the chat.
Always there was that thing about, hey, I have to, sometime, one day, I should open a restaurant. And Californian cuisine. So it was planned from the day one. If I do to open a restaurant, she'll be a Californian cuisine.
Looks beautiful. Let's go straight to the food.
I think that if you sustain the quality of what you're doing, you stick to your ethos and what the concept is, and you don't try and like sort of keep changing it to suit what's trending at the time or what you're getting.
Very interesting. She said essentially if you stick to what you're doing and don't just keep changing things to suit what the trend is. I think that's another really valuable thing overall in life. A lot of times, there's so much that people are doing this, everybody's going here, it feels like everything is happening like this, and you can just get so sped up and not realize that you have to focus, you have to be calm, and you can have so much more joy. So let's hear more.
Just keep demanding, but you actually stick to what you want to do. I think that's sort of, you're on a winning track if you do that.
I think it started
So glad you guys are here and that we're watching together. You guys are wonderful.
when I went to Tokyo. I was working for NEC back in '94. That's the time I really realized what the good food is all about. We had a consulting chef, so I wanted to bring someone from San Francisco. Corey, Alex, and me, we created what the menu is, right? Every time, and we believed in our food. So it took a while, but eventually people got it.
Okay, you guys, very interesting. Now, what about on finance, you guys? This gentleman speaks a lot about finance.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Pocket again. Will the American people be in trouble when it comes to their job? There's a lot of uncertainty about 2025, guys, but I want to add a little bit of certainty to your financial wealth transfer blueprint. $5,000 in your savings. What you should be doing in order to protect yourself from any mishaps in 2025. If I were you, what I would be doing with this $5,000. I'm going to give you 5 scenarios, though, starting with $1,000. So if I had $1,000 in my savings, I would take that $1,000 and invest it in the S&P 500 index through a S&P 500 ETF. Well, Richard, why would you do that? Well, if you've looked at the S&P 500, it's the top 500 companies in America. All big boy blue chip. In 2023, the S&P returned over 20%. In 2024, it's hovering around 25%. Over the last 10 years, 13%. Over the last 100 years, 10%. Where else in America, where else in the world are you going to get those type of numbers over that period of time? It's longevity, guys. Why?
So guys, as you know, he's basically saying if you have a certain amount of money together, put it on the S&P, which is basically, again, not financial advice, always talk to a professional, but basically a conglomerate of stocks together representing stocks on the American market, blue chips. I'm just giving the basic information. So you put this money on these stocks that follow that market, and rather than if you just have it, under your mattress, as they say, if you just have the cash under your mattress, or even in accounts that don't yield that much interest, you're losing money. This is what, you can do your own research, but this is what is generally said. So if you put it in these stocks that track the S&P, or that track or that are basically a collection of different stocks in different industries, and he's suggesting the S&P, Standard & Poor's 500, I think he said, 500 businesses, then your money grows if the value of those stocks collectively grow. And he's saying that historically, it's been proven that over time you get a percentage of growth. So just to simplify it, some of you know a lot about stocks, some of you may know much more than I do, but just basically what he's saying is if you have a certain amount of money, you can invest in the S&P. Now, the one he's talking about, I believe at this time it's around 5,000 or so. But there are other groups of stocks that you can, ETFs, exchange traded funds, which are, again, collections of stocks in different areas. You can put money on them, and there are some that are under $100 as far as I understand. And again, always consult a professional. This is not financial advice whatsoever, but I just want to simplify what he was saying. He's saying get that 5,000 together and let that money be invested in those stocks that track the S&P so that your money is growing over time. So you can do your own research on that and on what he's talking about. And this video is right up on the screen. So you can go to Richard Fain, learn more, and then do your own research on what he's saying, because he himself doesn't call himself an expert either. He's just sharing the experiences that he's had.
Is it such a great place to place money? Because it multiplies money based on the top 500 companies in America, and you don't have to pick them. The S&P 500 index picks them. People ask me all the time, well, Richard, where should I put my money? I tell people all the time, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I were you, I'd go with the S&P 500. It has a strong winning track record, guys. I just gave you the numbers. From 2019 to 2024, the S&P 500 has grown by 87%. The debt in the United States over that same time period has grown by 59%. The GDP in America over that same time period has grown by 35%. Your salaries over that same time period has grown by 20%. You see where I'm going with this? The S&P 500 is a monster, guys.
So you guys, we're going to go on to another video, but thinking about your money is really important, even if you're young. Now, again, not professional advice, but even if you've had a small job, a part-time job, sometimes you can see the stress that is incumbent in that. Okay, imagine as you get older and the stressors start to grow, if you haven't invested any of your money in stocks and bonds, or well, people are not so much talking about bonds right now, but let's say stocks, property. Some people talk about gold. Do your own research, not professional advice, but make investments. Your own business is another kind of investment. But people have talked about how you should have some passive income. In other words, money that is growing when you're not actively working, because so many different things can arise. And as you get older, you're going to see those 9-to-5s can be very stressful for people. And if there are instances where you don't like the experience or you don't like the treatment, but you haven't saved any money, you don't have anything, there's a lot of stuff you're going to have to deal with because you need that paycheck. So again, not professional advice, but broaden your horizons. Try to have money saved so that you don't have to, to put it bluntly, you don't have to take a lot of stuff from people who are mistreating you because you don't have any options. Okay? Do your own research. But okay, you guys, now let's go back to a little bit of fashion and then a little bit of food. Okay? Okay, that was a little bit of fashion. We're just jumping around, you guys, just for fun. Let's see a little bit of food. I saw this one. This is a weird looking farmhouse. So I wonder what's inside.
My name is Dan Marr. I'm the entrepreneur and restaurateur opening Flat Rock Farm to Table in Fairview, Tennessee. Flat Rock Farm to Table will be a full-service restaurant to provide a healthy alternative to the fast food that we currently have available.
All right, let's go inside.
Both healthy steak, fish, chicken. We have some of our signature items. We have Flat Rock fries. Our signature, going to my background coming from Houston, is Bayou City chicken. It will definitely be food that you haven't been accustomed to or able to get anywhere near Fairview. Okay, I began in the restaurant business when I was 15 years old. Started as a dishwasher. I worked every position from dishwasher, prep cook, waiter, bartender, all the way to general manager, and finally to the executive kitchen manager at the Cheesecake Factory. I have over 30 years of experience being in restaurants, managing restaurants, growing restaurants. I've opened 13 restaurants for different concepts. I believe that opening Flat Rock is a natural next step for me. We're raising funds to show the desire and the demand for the restaurant in the Fairview area. That both farm to table is something that is wanted and that the community will support once it's open. So when we go to the bank, they say there's 300, 500, 600 people who are willing to put money in to grow this business. We're going to provide an alternative that will both taste good, be affordable, and in a family-friendly environment.
All right, you guys, so you see it looks like part of what he's doing is raising capital, wanting to show the banks that there's an interest in what he's doing. So it's great to be able to support small businesses, growing businesses. Now let me see. Let's go back to some people talking about jobs.
Tana, the world's leading incontinence brand.
I've applied to about 150 jobs between October to now, and I'm still unemployed. And I'm one of those people that has had a job since the day I turned 16, and not having a job right now, knowing that I've put so much time and effort into it, I can't even explain how demoralizing it is without bursting into tears. And maybe it sounds dramatic, but I don't even care because it's one of those things that you really do put in so much time and effort into these cover letters, into these interviews, into these applications. Do you know how frustrating it is to not hear a single response back, or get so far into the interview process and all of a sudden you're ghosted, or being ghosted for an interview, or getting all the way through the process and then they end up going with someone else at the very last stage? It is an emotional roller coaster. No joke, it is an emotional roller coaster. You are going through so much chaotic emotions. You have all of this hope because you get an interview and you get far into the interview process, and all of a sudden that comes crashing down when you don't get the job, and it starts all over again. It goes up and down and up and down, and it is so heart-wrenching. I'm so
Okay, but they have to get through college. Like, what if people, because people, that's why, and I talked about it in the other video, and I appreciate everybody that was very supportive of me in that video as I was talking about how confusing my 20s are and not really knowing what to do and what the next steps are. I appreciate everybody that has been supportive of me kind of pursuing my own thing, because at this point, and thankfully this is something that I want to do anyway. Like, I've always wanted to be my own boss, my own entrepreneur. This aligns with my life goals anyway, but it also feels like I'm forced into it as well. I'm forced into entrepreneurship because trying to get a job and trying to be in the workforce, I feel like it's just not working out for me in all angles, not even just the job market, but also the industry. I feel like it's just a lost cause. Not to mention too that because of the industry that I'm in, I've also talked about too, like just how I am as a person and with my personality and me being an introvert. That's also caused me a lot of issues at jobs. I've been mistreated at almost every single job I've ever had. It's just the job market is so bad, and it's a lot of these companies are taking advantage of people bad to where they are willing to put in hundreds of applications a day. They are willing to take a low paying job. They are willing to stack up 2 to 3 full-time jobs to make ends meet because people are desperate. And when people are desperate, it makes it easy for these corporations to take advantage of those people. They take advantage of people that are desperate. That's why they can get away with putting people through a 5-interview process and have you waiting for months, or ghosting people, or paying you extremely low to where you have to get a second job. That's why.
All right, you guys, that's just some of the stuff we talked about. There are companies that really care about people, even if, you know, there are those who don't see that. But then there are instances where people can be mistreated. Think about your investments so that you're not in a position where you're desperate in any way. All right, we're going to bring this to a close. Let's just see. Okay. We're going to come back to some of these other topics next time. We have some things saved up for next time. But it is so wonderful that you guys were able to come today, share this time with us. You know, we're going to be talking about fashion and food and rare foods and farm to table and people's life experiences and jobs and everything that's going on with them.
This ship is heaven.
Let's just get through this, guys, so I can make my final points. So you guys, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for sharing all of this and being so supportive, your comments that you wrote. I'm so glad that we are, you know, able to experience this with you, sit down, go through these different videos and these different topics with you, and just have a sense of what other people are feeling. I saw some of your beautiful comments. So you guys, when you come, you can also go to modelpoetry.com, find out what we're doing, find out, you know, how people are connecting, and also know that you're not alone. Many people are feeling challenges. Many people, there's so much rah, oh, this and that that's going on. But, you know, we believe just trust in the Lord. Don't let people make you feel overwhelmed. You know, when they talk about either AI or, you know, whether people are hiring or how everything seems to be moving so quickly, don't let people make you believe that everything is out of your grasp and you're not going to be able to do it. You know, have faith. Stay as calm as you can. Even when some people around you get overexcited and agitated and everybody, you stay calm. You remember the things that you need to do. And don't let other people make you believe that everything is just spinning out of control, because it's not. You have the ability to pray. You have the ability to ask the Lord for help, ask the Lord for guidance. And even when you feel like you're alone, to know that you're not. Sometimes you could be feeling burdened about one thing, and then you ask for help, you pray, and then you're amazed that the answer comes. It does come. You know, you are cared and you are loved you are loved. God cares for you, loves you. So, you guys, I'm so glad that you came. Always happy to hear your thoughts. And we should just come here together whenever we have these lives. You know, just come together and see what you have to say. See what you're feeling. Know that you're, you know, it's like we have so many common interests in the model poetry community that, you know, if I'm talking about farm to table, I'm sure a lot of you guys love farm to table. If I'm talking about organic things, or Mariah Carey, or Naomi Campbell, or Sade, it seems like we have so much in common that we like. If some of you are, you know, looking at the job market or thinking about entrepreneurship, there's so much common thought. So don't let people make you feel like you are alone. Or you just start talking to people just a little bit and you see, wow, so many other people are dealing with what I'm dealing with. So give the video a thumbs up, guys. Not only is it great for the algorithm, for what we're doing, for outreach, for other people to know that there's a personable, sweet space here, but it's also good for you. When you do something that advances somebody else, that advances something positive, it's so good for you. In my opinion, good for your immune system. It just gives you a boost. You guys know this is not professional advice. You guys come, you know you're of age to see the lives. You guys know that this is a warm space. You can always do your research, always talk to professionals, but here's a place that we just share ideas, that we just look at and watch things together and get focused and get inspired. You guys, love you so much. Thank you so much for coming. And every time you see the live, say yes. Let's go into this warm, comfortable space where we can be together and just watch videos together and just talk and put our ideas out there and just feel comfortable, feel welcome, feel accepted for that time that we're together, especially accepted. You guys, the Lord loves you. And just focus on Him. Focus your mind on Him. Everything is in His hands. And love you guys so much. Okay. And we'll see you next time.